Evening, everyone. For the last couple of years, we've done a version or excerpts from Under Milk Wood, a play for voices. That's what Dylan Thomas called it. So inspired by that, this year we've decided to put on for you 4 short plays, which we call Plays for Voices, written by members of our group. I stress they are plays for voices. We're not actors, but we enjoy speaking and reading our words for others to enjoy. Not being actors and not always able to memorise our own lines and poems, we will be reading our words through the evening, except for one notable exception, which you'll appreciate when we come to it. Each author will introduce their play as we come to them. After the 4 plays, we'll have a 10-minute interval, hopefully time is going to plan, and then on the second part of the evening, we'll have 10 of our poets who will be offering you some of their own original poetry for your enjoyment. So, the first play is one that I wrote myself a few years ago for the 10th anniversary of the Green Man Gallery, which unfortunately is no more, but it's called The Woodman and the Scribe.
Walter and Albert Woodman, who have worked in the woods around Buxton for many years, are enjoying walking those woods. Now retired, they enjoy the woods for their own sake. Walter is sure he sometimes sees movement out of the corner of his eye. Albert is not so sure.
I tell you, Albert, I've seen some very strange things in the woods around Buxton. In all my years as a woodman, I've never told anyone of the weird and wonderful things that I've seen. You, Albert, I think you might understand.
I don't know what things you think you may have seen, but I think you may have been alone in these woods for far too long.
You can never be alone in these woods too long. The most wonderful thing in the world is to be alone in these woods. But you're never really alone. There's always the glint of an eye, the rustle of feathers, the waft of a silvery wing.
Now I know you've been around these woods for too long.
But Albert, you like to walk in these woods too. Gringo, Colbar, Hogshaw. You must have sensed the other life, the unseen underworld that lives just out of our reach.
I can't say, Walter. I think it may be in your head. Maybe when you've had one scotch too many. Anyway, I've had enough of these woods today, I'm not so tales. I'm not going to bed dinner.
Poor old Albert, living in such a mundane world of his own limitations. It really is a shame that his mind and imagination is closed to many of the wondrous beauties of these woods. I often catch them out the corner of my eye. How I'd like to see them properly, and even converse with them, and share their secret world for a while. Perhaps tomorrow. Perhaps. Albert couldn't come for a walk in these woods today. I'm not sorry, for I can let my mind run free without the reins of my dear friend's well-meaning thoughts constraining my imagination. I've seen, I've heard, and I've smelt many of nature's wonders already today. The nuthatch cawing, the woodpecker hammering, the wild garlic that carpets the woodland floor, the bluebells so blue, butterflies of many hues, bees buzzing, even the orange-tailed bilberry bumblebee, Buxton's speciality.
You might even have seen me today.
Did I hear a whisper in the grass?
Well, maybe you did, and maybe you didn't.
There it is again. Is that a shimmer of a silken wing, peeping over the daisies and the wild grasses waving?
It is me, Starshine. You have had many glimpses of me over the years, and you have thought you've seen me many, many times.
And now I see you properly. I see you are, what? A fairy? An imp? An elf?
I am a sprite. Do not confuse me with those other creatures of the woods. We do not take kindly when we are mistaken for other woodland folk.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. As you rightly affirm, I've seen you many times, or at least I thought so. But you're so young. I thought I've seen you for so many years. How can you be so young?
Well, I am a sprite. Sprites do not grow old, Walter. I control these Buxton woods sometimes. I take care of the things that need to be taken care of.
How do you know my name?
We are folk of the woods and forests, the rich pastures and the wild meadows. We know everything there is to know.
But sometimes I catch no sight of you for months, even years. Do you live in these woods?
No, I have many woodlands to look after.
Or do you have somewhere to stay? Do you have somewhere to call home?
Yes, I do. But you do not need to know where I am at home. You only need to believe in me to know where I am.
You're a very forthright young sprite.
Well, I am from Glossop, you know.
So you do have a home. Where have you gone? Come back. I want to talk some more.
With great disappointment, Walter turned and headed for home.
I knew I'd seen these woodland folk before. I knew they weren't just in my head. But I might have a couple of glasses of scotch tonight when I get home.
Yes, Walter. Have you seen any more strange visions in these woods around today?
You'll not believe me, but I've had a conversation with a sprite from Boston.
Now I know you've been drinking about too much. Well, where is this sprite?
I think she'll keep well hidden today. I haven't seen Starshine for so long now. Where does she hide? Where does she go? What does she do?
Walter wandered along his well-trodden woodland path.
What is that? This path looks different today. I haven't seen those steps before. Where might they lead? I wonder. I can't see past those bushes. The steps seem to vanish into a misty nothingness.
Quiet, moonshine. He will hear you. He will find us.
I want to meet him. He sounds like an interesting man, and he knows so much about these woods.
I'm not sure. You are my little sister. I don't think you understand. We're not supposed to talk to humans.
But aren't we supposed to be friendly to everyone? Let's take the risk.
Is that whispering? Is it the waving grass just where those steps go? No, I'm sure it's voices. Maybe I should follow the sound.
Quick, moonshine. Let's run before he sees where we
I
come.
think it's too late. I think he's spotted us.
Wait! I want to talk to you again. I want to share your work. I want to help you with your work in these wondrous woods.
Walter tries to follow the sounds of the voices.
I'm sure the voices are coming from behind those bushes.
Walter goes towards the bushes, but suddenly stumbles into the misty nothingness beyond.
I can't see him. Where is he?
Oh, he has fallen into the well of broken dreams. Why do so many humans end up there?
We should go and see if he's okay.
It is a huge risk, but I think you may be right. Walter, are you hurt? Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. I've landed on something, on many things. It's a cushion of sorts, or a mattress, but something I cannot quite grasp. It seems it slips through my fingers so easily, but also soften my landing.
Oh, Walter, you have slipped into the well of broken dreams. They are the flotsam and jetsam of the dreams of millions of people, the broken fragments of their desires, their hopes, their ambition, their dreams, shards of discarded imaginations.
Stop, Shine. Does that mean?
I'm afraid it does. He will never escape from the well unless he finds his way through all those dream fragments.
Can you do that?
Well, with our help, maybe he can. Walter, can you hear me? There is only one way out of the well. You will have to find the pathway through the broken dreams. Look for a faint glimmer, as if it shines from the moon and the stars. Take that pathway to the other side.
I think I can see it. Will I see you in moonshine on the other side?
No, I'm afraid you will not. You will be leaving this world behind. But when you get through, you will find that many fragments of other people's dreams will have become your dreams. And whatever you wish to find will come true.
Good luck, Walter, and pleasant dreams.
Ladies and gentlemen, excuse my voice. In fact, I wrote this play a long time ago, and it was triggered by my arrival home from the shopping trip, when my son, who's in the audience tonight, said, "Oh, Dad, she's been on another saving spree." Well, I hope you enjoy this saving spree. I'd love to welcome you to Roger and Anna, who have been brilliant.
Hello, still working?
Nearly finished. Just have to get these done for tomorrow's meeting. That's all, thanks. I gather you've had a successful afternoon.
Fantastic. Wait till I show you. I saved pounds.
How much did you have to spend to save so much?
Now, just look at this. Pure lace. Isn't it gorgeous?
Wow, night dress and negligee. It looks very expensive. How much?
Originally, £95, but in the sales, a lot less. And look, this skirt will exactly match those shoes I bought last week. And I was lucky enough to find just the right sweater to go with it.
And how much were they?
Very reasonable, considering the skirt is pure wool and fully lined. Don't you think they'll dance together?
The sweater's soft. What is it?
Cashmere.
Cashmere? Isn't that a terrific price these days?
Well, usually, of course it is. But in the sales, it wasn't much more than you paid for a good wool one. And you're right, it is soft. I couldn't resist it.
Yeah. What else couldn't you resist? What's this?
Oh, that's nothing. Just a bit of nonsense. I thought it might be fun.
What is it?
It's a suspender belt.
You never wear stockings.
I know, but I might one day.
I thought you said you never wear stockings again. You are feeling all right, aren't you?
Of course I am. Why are you being so grumpy?
I'm not. But it just seems to me that you've spent a small fortune and it's a bit unnecessary. I don't understand why.
Surely you don't mind me treating myself to a few little things at the sales.
Of course not. But that lot's not just one or two things. And I don't think we can afford it. How did you pay for them?
What do you mean?
Well, how did you pay? Cash or credit card?
Some of each, actually.
And how much did you spend?
Honestly, John, don't you think you're being a bit Victorian?
How much?
I'm not sure.
Oh, come on, don't play the issue. How much?
£40.
And the skirt?
45.
The sweater?
Well, it was so
Oh, come on,
ugly.
how much?
£60. It was less than half price.
And what about the suspended element?
24.
And you wrote checks for all these?
Yes. Well, that is, yes.
And so, what did you use the credit card for then? Was it for these? Real leather, handbag, and boots. How much? They're not off the market, are they?
They were £120. They were half price. Reduced to 240. Good grief. Why do you want to know how much everything costs? We're not paupers, are we?
No, not yet. We can't afford to carry on at this rate. I don't know what you were thinking. Do you realise you spent almost £300? I mean, where's it coming from? There's not enough in our account to pay for all this.
It's not from our current account.
What do you mean?
I opened another one. It's a savings account. It's from that one.
When was this?
Oh, a while ago. I thought it'd be a good way to save up for the sales.
Oh, right. So, since when have we had secrets from each other? Well, how much is there in this special account of yours? Come on, tell me. Is there anything left?
Not much. And I didn't tell you because I wanted to surprise you.
You succeeded. And is that the lot? Is that all you got?
There is one more thing. No, two.
Well, where are they then?
Try this on.
Oh,
It's for you.
oh. Sheepskin. For me? But why, Sue? Why now?
I wanted to get you a present. And you'll understand when you see the last thing. You see, we might not be able to spend much on ourselves for a while. So I thought we'd have a final fling.
What on earth?
And we needed a few things to go with this when the next sales come round.
A pram?
And it's a good one. It'll last.
A pram? You mean?
Yes.
When other members of our group said, oh, I've written a little play, one after the other, my competitive spirit sort of broke up. Okay then, I'm going to have a go. I had a little joke of an idea, and I wrote down a list of characters, and then to my immense surprise, the characters kind of took over, and half an hour later I had a play. Well, these amazing people here have brought those characters to life. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called The End of the Land. The train is standing on the platform. It has several carriages, all a dusty red colour, of the old-fashioned kind, with 6-seater compartments and a corridor to the side, which runs the length of the carriage. People are hurrying along the platform, anxious not to miss the train.
Whoa! Maybe in 5 minutes, mind the gap.
Passengers climb aboard and find themselves seats in the compartments, placing their luggage on the racks. The first passenger into our compartment is Simon.
A portly man in his mid-50s who is puffing a little from hurrying to catch the train. He uses one of the seats by the door to the corridor.
Phew, made it. God, this compartment is dingy. How old is this train? I haven't been in one of these since I was a kid.
Next thing is Agnes, an elderly lady in her 80s who struggles a bit with her arthritic knees and chooses the window seat on the opposite side to Simon.
Oh, God, hello. Bit of a rush, wasn't it? I didn't expect the train to be there so soon. Oh, but it's a proper compartment train, just like the old ones. Oh, I do wish they hadn't stopped them. They're much cosier. And it smells proper, like a real train.
So that's something out of the art. And it smells funny, if you ask me. I think people have been smoking in here, and that was banned in 2007. Can't trust people to follow the rules these days.
Oh, no. They only stopped the compartment trains completely in about 2005, although long-distance ones went in the 1970s. What this train smells of is the smoke from the steam engine. Oh, isn't it lovely? Reminds me of my childhood, this does.
Like I said, out of the art. Or the set of the Harry Potter films. Didn't they have an old steam train on that? Platform 9 3/4. My kids love those films.
I'm sure there are still some steam trains around on them, what do you call them, heritage lines. Is this a steam train then?
Well, obviously there are some around. We're on one, aren't we? I don't think it's a steamboat. Surely they'd have said, wouldn't they? Wouldn't it need special permission or something?
Hold on. Maybe in 2 minutes. Mind me back.
Sadie, a tall young woman in her 20s, dashes in and throws her backpack onto the luggage rack. She looks around, nods to Simon and Agnes, and takes the other corridor side seat.
Gosh, only just made it. I thought it was going to go without me.
Closely followed by Spanch, a shifty-looking young man who keeps looking over his shoulder. He takes a seat next to Simon and grunts at the others, averting his eyes.
Well, young man, please keep your feet away from my suitcase.
Kathleen, a woman of 40-something, and Mikhail, an Eastern European man in his late 30s, arrive together and take the remaining 2 seats.
Oh, here, let me lift your luggage for you.
That's very kind of you, but I'd rather keep it with me, thank you.
The train jerks, the porter blows his whistle, and all the doors slam. The train begins to move, and the passengers settle in for their journey.
Oh, this is nice, isn't it? Just like it was when I was little, going for a day trip to the seaside. Oh, I haven't been on a train in years, and then today I've been on 2. Imagine, my friend Doris is going to be so pleased to see me. She's been ever so poorly, you know.
Well, I just hope it gets in on time. I have an important meeting to attend. We can't afford to be late.
Are you going all the way to Edinburgh too?
No, I'm heading for Newcastle for a get-together with some old friends first. Then I'm up to Edinburgh afterwards.
So where's the meeting then? Newcastle or Edinburgh?
It's Edinburgh.
So it's not that important if you're getting a bit late today then, is it? It is for me though. I'm going to my first proper engineering conference and I'll be delivering a lecture on my thesis. I'm so excited and nervous, all at the same time. My supervisor said my thesis is great and I shouldn't be nervous, but I am. I just hope my voice doesn't go all squeaky when I start to talk and I can work the interactive screen thing okay.
Engineering, eh? Clever girl. What will you do when you start having babies? Can't run around in a hard hat then, can you?
Yeah, who says she's going to have babies? Women don't have to do the whole stay at home and wash their nappies thing now, you know. You men must learn not to be so patronising.
Oh dear, touched a nerve, did I? How many children do you have, my dear?
I'm not your dear, and I have 4 children, and I've always worked. I'm a physiotherapist.
Oh, maybe you can help me with my knees. I'm a master with knees these days. Oh,
All the sites I've worked in had women working on them, usually in management positions, and some of them have been mothers. Funnily enough, some of the men have been fathers too. Who would have thought it? I wonder how they manage to be fathers and still hold down their hand jobs. Where are you going? Are you heading north too?
Only as far as Birmingham. I need to pick up a new van. I'm a delivery driver, and my usual van is broken down. I need to get there before the van place closes for the day. If I don't, I'll have to find somewhere to sleep. Maybe on the train platform. I can't afford anything else. And I have to be back on the road tomorrow.
Well, where are you going after that then? Could I catch a lift somewhere perhaps?
Maybe. Where are you going?
Well, anywhere. Don't care really. One of the stores and shops and no problems.
Hang on a minute. Did you say Edinburgh?
Yes, that's where I'm heading. Why?
Well, because this is supposed to be the train for Cardiff. I asked the porter, God, what am I going to do? Well, I need to get off. My daughter will be waiting for me at Cardiff station. She'll worry if I don't turn up.
I thought I was on the train to Crewe. I'm going to visit my friend in North Wales. Oh, she's been very ill and I do want to see her. Will this train stop at Crewe? We all need to get another train. Oh, the lady at the station said, just get the train to Crewe and that'll get you there. She didn't say anything about changing though. I don't even know where Crewe is.
It might do. I'll see if the train guard's around. He should know. Guard!
How can I help you, sir?
Does this train stop at Crewe?
Oh, no, why would you want to go to Crewe? There's nothing there, it's awful.
But this lady needs to get up there. Get a connection through to North Wales.
And I need to get off at Birmingham. Will you tell me when we get there?
They told me this was the train to Cardiff. Oh, do I have to change train somewhere?
You think it's a through train.
Well, no, this is a through train, no stops, no changes, going all the way, no stopping at Crewe or Birmingham.
Well, that's far away, I hope.
Oh yes, it's a long journey. You may as well get comfortable.
I don't understand. They definitely said it was going to Cardiff. What am I going to do?
Well, it must be going to Edinburgh. That's the furthest point. Maybe we should call the emergency call. I suppose they'd say it was in proper use. They probably think it's up to us to make sure we get on the right train. They certainly don't want to pay a fine. There must be a stop somewhere on the line. This isn't a high-speed train. They're the only ones that usually don't stop.
Well, I followed the signs to the right platform, I'm sure I did. I'm sure the sign said Crewe.
Well, me too. And I asked on the station, and the porter pointed me towards this train. It said Cardiff on the overhead display. I know it did. I can't have got that wrong, surely.
It said Birmingham on the message board. And I'm sure it said going on to Newcastle and Edinburgh.
And I saw Newcastle. I remember looking for the platform number. It said Newcastle going on to Edinburgh. And they usually stop at Birmingham, don't they? And you can get a connection to Crewe from there, I'm sure you can.
Well, I was in a rush, but I've got friends in Edinburgh. I'm going to stay over with them. And I've always got on this train. Never been an old one like this, though. It's all a bit odd. And you're going in completely the wrong direction. Can't you call your daughter and let her know?
Oh, of course, yes. Oh, it must be the effect of this old carriage. I forgot I had a mobile phone. I just forgot I had it for the minute. It's not here. Oh, I must have dropped it on the platform running to catch the train. What am I going to do? I don't even know a number off by heart, unless I might have it written in my purse. Oh, I usually keep a little note saying, in case of accident. Does anyone have a phone I can borrow?
Here, use mine. I can't find mine either. I had it in my back pocket, and someone must have picked my pocket. My mother's always telling me off about that. Oh hell, what am I going to do? I'm supposed to ring my friends when I arrive so they can pick me up. And I don't have the number written down anywhere. Everything was in my phone.
I suppose you could use mine.
Thank you. Oh, the screen's completely black. How do you turn it on, please?
That's all. I only charged it up fully before I left.
This is even odder. Mine's the same. Dead.
Oh dear. One of these might work.
This one's dead. Suppose you stole it. Did you? It's not yours, is it?
No, it's not. And neither's this one. But this is dead too. You could at least have pinched one that worked.
I wasn't to know, was I? Anyway, who you calling
I'm so sorry to wake you, but do you have a mobile phone?
Oh, no, dear. Oh, I don't believe in them. Doris and I, we use our landlines, or we write letters to each other. Oh, I do like to get a letter. You know, you can read it again and again when you've got a minute.
Has anyone noticed we don't seem to have passed any stations? It's just pitch black all the time. We must have been right out in the countryside all the time. Has anyone got a proper timetable so we can work out where we are? Since we don't appear to have a working phone between us.
Guard,
Can I help you, sir?
do you have a timetable, please?
Sorry, no. No one's ever asked for a timetable on this train before.
Would you have it on your phone then? We want to know whereabouts we are and how to get to our respective destinations.
From standing up to work on this train, sir. Sorry. Don't worry. You'll be fine when we get there.
Where's that?
You'll see when we get there.
He seems to think it's all a big joke. Either that or the man is just plain simple.
What's the other also?
Well, I suppose we'll just have to wait till we see a station we recognise, and at least we'll know roughly where we are. If the train goes all the way to Edinburgh, you can ring your daughter and your friends, and at least tell them where you are. I'm missing these up with my friends, but at least Edinburgh has plenty of hotels and pubs. As for you, I suppose no one's waiting for you. It doesn't really matter when you end up, where you end up, does it?
The lights go out suddenly. Exclamations of shock and dismay are heard. But come back on. The train is still moving, and as it's now dark, nothing can be seen through the window.
Old trains with dodgy wiring.
It's funny though, that happened on the underground when I was on my way to the station to catch this train. It lasted a bit longer though, and the lights seemed a lot brighter when we came back on.
Which line were you on?
The circle line.
I was on that train too. It was really strange. I must have fallen asleep or something. I didn't see them go off, but the bright light woke me up when they came back on.
Did you say the Circle Line? I was on the platform waiting for a Circle Line tube, and a great big gust of wind came along with all this dust in it, and I was coughing and coughing. Now I come to think about it, the lights went off too, and there was a lot of shouting. And then they came back on, but they were a lot brighter. It hurt my eyes.
What a coincidence. I was at the back of that train, trying to make my way forward in the dark, in case the train stopped before the platform. That's happened to me before. The locals know about it and sit up front so they don't miss their stop. I just thought something must have gone wrong with the wiring. All the rolling stock in the UK is far too old. European trains are much better.
Oof, I was asleep on the bench on the platform. Got woke up and was shouting. The dust was really shit though, it made me cough and cough. And the bright lights in my eyes made me want something wrong. What happened? Got a nervous attack. You can't say on the backpack these days, can you?
Oh, has anyone got anything to eat or drink? I'm parched and hungry. I can't remember when I last had something to eat. Today's been just one big blur. I don't really remember getting off the tube.
Here you are. It's only orange juice and biscuits, but it might help. I always carry something ever since I had the children. They were always hungry and thirsty on journeys. I've had a bit of a stressful day too. The last couple of hours just seem to have been chaos. I don't really like stations or crowds, and that's all it's been all day.
Oh, me too. In fact, I honestly can't remember how I got to the station. It was all so hectic. I've been in lectures all day before running to get the train.
I don't know how long I was asleep on the tube, but I remember feeling very groggy when I woke up.
Well, I'm groggy every day, especially if I had a bad night the night before, you know what I mean?
Well, I suppose I'd had a sniffer or three over lunch, so at least I've got an excuse for being asleep on the tube and nearly missing my stop.
Arriving in 10 minutes. Please collect your bags and be ready to leave the train properly.
Arriving where? We're all supposed to be going to different towns. Can we get connections from this station? I really need to get to Cardiff.
And you'll be fine when we get there. Just follow everyone else. You see where to go. Keep your bags with you and wait in line until your name's called. There'll be people there to help you. Come on now, time to go.
But where will we be?
At the end of the line, of course. Don't worry, you'll see there'll be people there to collect you. Everything will be fine, don't be worried.
It all sounds a bit like transport to concentration camps. I saw a film about that a while back. It was horrible. Well, why should we be worried? We're on the British rail train, aren't we? We're in Britain. No concentration camps here.
The train comes to a halt, and the passengers collect their bags and get ready to get off, queuing for the door. They see a crowd of people all queuing and chatting to each other. There's a bright light in the distance, and they can hear some people singing. People are coming towards them, smiling and holding out their hands. They feel quite peaceful and happy, and somehow know everything will be all right. They step off the train.
Good evening, here is the 6 o'clock news. A large explosion in the London Underground has affected services on the Circle Line earlier today. Preliminary reports indicate that 6 people were killed and many injured. The line is expected to be closed for several days, while debris is cleared and the cause of the explosion is investigated. Nothing more is known about it at present. All the victims have been identified and their families have been notified. The injured have been taken to hospital. If you are concerned about anyone who may have been involved, please contact the number displayed at the end of this report. Now for the weather.
I'll break in a minute. So I was at one of our regular Buxton Spoken Words evenings a couple of months back, and somebody arrived late. This guy was a little bit late, and he hadn't seen him before. He sat down, and when it was his turn to read, he said, "Oh, my name's Joe." And somebody at the back said, "Oh, it sounds like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting." So it gave me this sort of idea, what if there were people out there, no names, no factual, who just can't stop writing poetry, and it gets them into all sorts of trouble. Most of it's not our members, actually. So there is help available. So welcome to a meeting of Poets Anonymous. Welcome everyone to Poets Anonymous. My name is John, and I'm a recovering poet. Now the only requirement for membership of our fellowship is a desire to stop spouting cobblers. As our first step in recovery puts it, step one, we admitted we were powerless over scribing, and our lives had become unmanageable. Step two, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could prevent us from writing down any old nonsense and restore us to sanity. Now then, regarding our discussion at last week's meeting, the group has decided that whilst deliberate versifying is strictly forbidden, for obvious reasons, accidental rhyming isn't an offence in itself. I mean, I wouldn't expect anyone to be kicked out for saying, for example, "Welcome Lynn, come on in." But of course, vigilance is always necessary. It's a slippery slope, as we all know too well. And if it's anyone's first meeting, we suggest you just listen for now. We'll ask if you want to say anything at the end, and no comments, please. So we'd like to kick things off.
Hi, I'm Rowan, a recovering poet.
Hi, Rowan.
You all know my story by now. Published at 14, a place at school magazine. But that was some high, I can tell you. When I went, readings, writers' retreats, my own shed in the back garden, I was on my way. You know what it's like? My audience dried up, but I didn't. Talk about a compulsion. There were times when every surface in the shed was piled high, crossings out. I couldn't go on. I hit my rock bottom on the moors just above Howth. No inspiration at all, and it was pissing down. I just knew it had to stop. So here I am.
Thanks, Rowan. Anybody else?
Hi, I'm Jane, and I'm a recovering poet.
Hi, Jane.
I think it's actually much worse for a woman than for a man. I mean, just look at Sylvia Clark. If a bloke follows his muse up to the attic, that's just his thing. But for us, it's what about the kids? Oh, to a history teacher won't get them up and about in the morning, right? And do men have to bother with shopping this? I think not. I mean, getting stuck on a rhyme for bridge, you can lose a whole morning. I don't even like peaches, but what can you do? It's been really tough, I can tell you, but I think I'm getting there. I haven't written anything for 7 months, 2 weeks, 3 days, 4 hours and 27 minutes.
Well done. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm Roger, a recovering poet. Yeah. My rock bottom was a matter of one word, or rather, one word I just couldn't find, no matter how I tried. I completed my epic saga of love, loss, on mortgage interest rate fluctuations. But there was still one wrong word, round about stanza 68, and I couldn't think of anything to put in its place. So you opened the malt a few times there, gets pretty crowded up there, I must say. No good though, no word. And then I read that you saw on the Channel Islands you could still smoke in pubs. So of course off I went in search of the word. Thought the smoky atmosphere might invoke my inner Dylan Thomas. But sadly, no. Not like I was smoking at the stand, but that's really not the point, is it? It's just that I wish I could have found that one perfect word.
Oh,
Bollocks.
Roger, are you all right?
Yes! It's bollocks, isn't it?
What poetry?
No, the missing word, it's bollocks! See you seconds!
Oh God, let's just hope he makes it back here. I won't never do. Who'd like to come in next?
Hi, I'm Sue. I'm a real recovering poet. Some of you don't know you're born, I tell you. The odd ode or two. Do me a favour. You're looking at someone who once spoke in limericks for 6 months. I used to walk up to complete strangers in the street and shout fragments of blank verse at them. Poor bastards. Oh, I suppose I could at least have made it rhyme for them.
Yes, sir, thank you, sir.
Well, of course, I ended up inside. They got me for breaking an entry in search of sonnets. Well, by this time, I got lost everything. I was out on the streets. I mean, the girls got to live actually. Midnight it was, and I just needed something to take off the edge. So Waterstone's front windows had to go. You know how it is. The Rossers caught up with me an hour later. I tried to compare one of them to a summer's day, but he wasn't having it. Oh, back out 6 months later. I had nothing. No pen, no paper, nothing at all. Word processor in your dreams. I was finally picked up for trying to trouser 6 A4 pads down at W.H. Smith. Got me sent down again. And this time it was much, much worse. They put me in charge of a poetry group on Wednesday afternoons. You would not believe some of the crap I had to listen to.
Yes, thanks, sir, if you just...
and my bottom, as they call it, wasn't particularly spectacular. I was sitting outside Dove Cottage in Casteria, the way you do, staring at a blank sheet of stolen paper, nicked rollerboard in my hand at the ready, and nothing. It was done. Over. I did write something though. 3 little words. Sod all this.
Oh, thank you, Sue. Anybody else?
Hi, I'm Lily. And I haven't been going that long, not like some of these fossils. And I really didn't think I had a problem being quite young at all. I mean, I've never lost as much as some of you all kids. But then, you know, I found myself staring out the window at work, pondering acids. And I'm a teacher, so it wasn't a good look. Break times increasingly spent watching the ladies, frantically scribbling. I mean, some of it wasn't bad, I didn't think. I was particularly pleased with my ballad, those bastard kids. But that wasn't the point, was it? I was going down fast, long solitary walks, muttering to myself, telling my partner off in haiku. It had to stop, so here I am. 3 months without so much as a half rhyme. So far, so good.
Well done with that. Well done. We all have to start somewhere, you know. Now then, would the newcomer like to introduce himself?
Hello, I'm American. I'm lost. I'm lost. Storm tossed. The things that I lack, I'll never get back. I'm pacing my room with my visions of gloom. Down on my luck. I mean, what was
Keep coming back. There's always hope. Thank you.